purpose. No one can create your purpose for you. No one can tell you who to be. So in purpose, you have to create your own purpose. And in evolution, you have to evolve towards that purpose. It's easier to live when you have goals to meet. You understand? If you have goals to meet, then you don't feel so voided, and you understand why every day you're looking at this person in the mirror, because that is the cool part about the game. You get to be anybody you want to be.
All right, peace to the family. This is Brandon B. Dixon. You tuned into another episode of the Power of Ownership podcast. This is the interview series. I got a good friend of mine, Arthur Evans, CEO of is it Vermarco LLC?
Vermarco, yes, sir.
Vermarco. So we got a local business owner. I told y'all we're going to be bringing not only real estate people, we're going to be bringing business owners as well on here, so they can talk about their business and talk about different things about ownership and as well. I'm gonna let my guests introduce themselves first, and then I'll go into my introduction, and then we'll start with the questions. So, Arthur, get 60 to 90-second bio. Like, who are you? Where you from? What's the business? What brought you to that business? So on and so forth. So I'll leave the floor.
Yeah. Of course. Again, my name is Arthur. I want to thank you for welcoming me on the platform. Mm-hmm. My business is Vermarco LLC. It's a business where I am bringing other businesses together and making sure that people from small to medium businesses are able to get their business known, or just on any social media platform, so they can be able to generate more revenue for the business. What brought me to this is I was working in San Antonio for Facebook, and was just helping a lot of people with their questions and Facebook needs or ad needs. And I was just like, man, I could probably do this myself. So went into business for myself and found some opportunities along the way.
Gotcha. So break down the business for us. Like, what exactly is Vermarco LLC? What do you do for the customers, and so on and so forth?
Yeah. So basically, I work with small to medium businesses. So nothing big like Target or Walmart or anything like that. So, we're talking about, high ticket sales. So roofing companies, window companies, mom and pop shops, with like maybe food or a service provider or something like that. Basically, I go with them and, introduce myself, of course, and we would talk about their business needs, what they're looking to do, what they're looking to gain from their business. And I can see if I can be an asset to them by running ads. So if they're already running ads, basically I come in and say, hey, I can do a better job for you while you focus on the main parts of your business. And if you're not running ads, then basically I would start running those ads so you can be able to scale the business.
Gotcha. So you're like, you specialize in curating the ads for them so you can optimize their penetration or their distribution.
For sure.
Yeah. Gotcha. So Vermarco.com is the website that they could find you at. That's where the business is if they wanted to sign up. Also, can the phone number, is that the phone number that they can contact you at as well?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And then you have your email here as well as Arthur at Vermarco.com, right? If you want to shoot them a quick email, that's where they can find you as well. So let me get my introduction out the way, and then let's without further ado, let's get the actual show going. Again, my name is Brandon B. Dixon. My NMLS is 1541210. It's at Billionaire Loan, also on all social media, including the YouTube. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, share the live as well. That helps us out. You can go to my website, www.applywithme.com. If you want to book me for a consultation, or if you want to go ahead and apply for a mortgage, you can call me 24/7, 832-775-8357. As long as it's about business, I'm talking. So let's get it going. Last but not least, my website, www.brandonbdixon.com. Don't forget, I'm a licensed realtor as well. So if you want to lease, list, if you want to just talk about real estate investing, that's the site to get me at that particular on that particular function. So let's get it going. All right. So if this is your first time tuning into the Power of Ownership podcast, this is a new series that we started, the interview series, where we spotlight business owners one-on-one, or solopreneurs or entrepreneurs, whether it's local business owners, whether it's realtors, whether it's mortgage brokers, whether it's title companies. We had a title company owner on a couple of weeks ago. So what we do is not only talk about ownership, we talk about the full encompassing thing of ownership, whether it's ownership of businesses, property, even the mind, body, and the soul. So this is what we talk about, and we got a series of questions that we're going to ask the entrepreneur and then let him field it in from there. So let's go ahead with the first question here. And again, take your time on this, whatever, you know. So the first question, of course, what does ownership mean to you?
Oh man, that's a beautiful question. To me, ownership just simply means freedom. Freedom to be able to also do what you want, but it also does have boundaries with it. There's a big responsibility being a owner, because you have people looking up to you. You are responsible for the important things of the business. So it definitely comes with a price. Sometimes you may not be able to sleep as long as you like to, or maybe be the last one to get paid, right? But it's a great feeling to have to when you don't have to ask your boss, hey, I need to go to my son's basketball game or something like that, right? You have the freedom to do what you want, do what you need, and owning up to those successes or those mistakes that you get.
Gotcha. So is the full, what you're saying is just the full compass, whether it's the actual responsibility and the victories as well, right? So
Yes, sir.
It's on both sides, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. All right, let's get to the next one here. So, what's the first thing you ever owned that changed your life?
That's a really great question, man. I won't say maybe I own him, but the thing that changed my life was my son. But if we can say, as far as like just straight up ownership, I'm gonna say getting an LLC is the first thing that really changed my life. Definitely helped me to just look at the picture a different way, and it sets yourself apart as well, because so many people talk about ownership and having an LLC and the steps to get there, or they look up a bunch of videos, right? And they just never make that first step is just purchasing the actual LLC, right? So when I did that, it just pushed me to be like, okay, I can do more. There's more work to be done, right? So I would definitely say an LLC.
Right. So that's like just just diving in the pool and then learning how to swim from there. This actually
Exactly. Yeah.
You're forced to swim at that time because you're already in it.
As
opposed to thinking what you're gonna do. Now I see some people as well, like just start the business and never get legitimate paperwork. So I think it's easy to fall back, like if you don't have, if it's not a real business, like easy to kind of get in, easy in, easy out,
Yeah, I think a lot of people actually kind of fail when it comes to like having that business because they do all of the things to get the business right, or like let's say it's just as far as like promotion, right? But you don't get that corporate veil that separates you from your personal assets. So a lot of people do get in trouble or in these predicaments to where they're losing their stuff because someone is suing them for a bad service or a bad product or something like that. So definitely having an LLC is going to protect you as well, for sure.
Gotcha. All right. So the next question: what are you working to own next?
Right now I really got my hands full, but I can't really say that I'm there yet. I am I'm aspiring to have like compound and things of that nature, just to kind of have like my own sanctuary of a space of whatnot.
Right. So
Like land and things of that
right,
nature.
right,
But we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
right. But you're
But
working on it.
we're headed there. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So you're working on land to, to build, everything that you want to build on there.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I think what Boosie did the same thing, right?
Yes,
Boosie
sir.
has
Yes,
like
sir.
compounds. All right. So next question is going to be, what's the one mistake you made in business that cost you money, and what did it teach you?
Oh man, not just simply not starting.
Right.
I think we hold ourselves back a lot of times because we just don't jump. Steve Harvey talked about it a little bit ago, to where if you really want something, you just got to make that first initial jump, right? It may not be the correct way, but you're going to learn something along the way to make you more successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people tend to be successful because they fail so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think failure is one of the teachers that you have to have in order to be successful. So to answer your question, I would say just not starting sooner, because I think I would be in a much better place, or just be in a much better place as far as financial portfolio and things of that nature, right?
Just getting started.
If I would have started a lot sooner.
Right,
So
because that's one currency that you're never gonna get back is time.
we don't get time back, man.
Right,
Don't get the time back.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
just start out. Just build as you find. They say either you win or you learn. Either
Right.
there's no in between. Either you win or you learn.
Right.
So,
Right.
all right. Like, what's the one thing people in your industry get wrong?
Man, these are some great questions, man. I would say getting people wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all in sales in some form or fashion, yeah.
Right.
And in sales, it's really the art of knowing people, selling yourself, right? If people don't like you, they ain't gonna buy from you, right?
Right.
Or if you just misjudge someone, or just get this person totally wrong, they might like the product, but they're not gonna buy from you, right? So just being a people person is what a lot of people get it wrong, and I also think what they get wrong is also just being a little for the lack of better words, thirsty. They're too eager to get the sale, right? So they tend to miss a lot of opportunities, or a lot of maybe upsells that they can get, right? Let's say, for instance, if I get a client, hey, I noticed that you're not doing any Facebook ads, right? And then I look and I see that you don't have a website. Well, if I never mention anything about you not having a website, that's a an add-on that I could potentially miss, right? If I'm just focused on just the sell, right? So I just think just paying attention, man.
Right. People so too focused on the sale, they don't get a chance to know the client exactly.
Yeah.
And then the client will tell you exactly how to sell them. If you ask them, most salesmen have diarrhea of the mouth. What they say, they want to, spit random facts. And how do you know which one landing? Because you don't know which one important to them.
Yeah.
So, so you're just saying some stuff. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, if someone had $1,000 and wanted to improve their financial future this month, what would you tell them to do?
Oh, that's amazing, man. I would say definitely investing in yourself is the number one way to go. I would take that 1,000, at least take 500 of that. Investing it back into yourself, into your education, into maybe getting a mentor, into maybe starting the savings, or something like that. But just definitely investing back into yourself. If there's like maybe a computer program that teaches you something, or take a course, or just something like that feeds your knowledge to help you be better, right? And you said a key word, your financial future, right?
Right.
So it's not necessarily something that I feel like that would, help you right now.
Right.
Hopefully you got a plan for that already. All right. But yeah, as far as your future, I think definitely investing into yourself. That way you can gain the knowledge of these different opportunities that are out there for us, because definitely not having the knowledge, that's what they say. We lack so much knowledge. That's why we're not as far as we like to be.
Right.
But yeah, just investing into yourself.
Gotcha. All right. So, how can the community support you right now?
A community supporting me right now.
How could my community, the people that's watching, how can they support you right now?
I would say just this is sometimes a lonely game, man. So you don't really get too much support and you get used to it. But I would just say if you truly wanted to support me, just speak good words. Just speak positivity. I really don't necessarily really need anything, but just go ahead, brother.
Right.
Hey man, you're doing a good job or anything like that. Even though I know I don't need that, but because essentially I'm really here for the community, trying to help others. So, just a smiling face would go a long way, but yeah, nothing too much, man. Just love.
Encouragement right now.
Yeah, that's
right,
it.
Right.
That's it.
Gotcha. All right, so let's go to the next one. Who is the ideal client for you, and what will make the perfect referral?
So the ideal client for me is someone that does have a high ticket item, right? Let's just say a roofing company, right?
Pool company, stuff like that.
Yeah. So say for instance, I'm asking. We ain't gonna dive deep into numbers, but say for instance, I said my bottom line was $2,000, right? A roofing job is probably gonna cost you 10 and up, right? So if I go to this company and I say, hey man, I can help you get 10 more roofs, that's $40,000. That $2,000 is going to mean nothing to you if I get to 10 more roofs, right? So that would really be like my ideal client, someone who has a high ticket item, someone who has a business that is doing pretty well. You don't have to be necessarily thriving, right? Because that's what I'm here to help for. But and then someone who is eager to allow me to let the job work for you, right? Yeah, I think it's sometimes a little hard when you're putting so much pressure on things that just haven't happened yet, right? There's a process to everything. You used to tell me everything works, right? And I think that sometimes people just don't allow the process to really work for them, and they give up way too soon. Like what is that? Think and Grow Rich. Too close. So when they're so close to the goal, all right. Then that yeah, and someone else found it, right? But yeah, I just think people give up a little bit too easy. So just the ideal client for me would just be someone who is patient, like I said, who has that high ticket item, and that is eager to get some what's the word I'm looking for? Get some progress from their business.
Right, they're looking to grow.
Looking to grow. That's it.
Right. I got you. All right, so that concludes the first portion of it. So you ready for the rapid fire?
Let's go.
All right, so the rapid fire again, like I said, you don't have the one word answer, but you know what I mean. There's a little bit more streamlined. So, let's get it going. All right, so favorite business book.
Think and Grow Rich.
All right, and why you say that?
I feel like it has a really good blueprint of just how to change your mindset when you want to become more successful.
Gotcha. All right. Best business purchase under $500.
Going back to question one, my LLC.
It's only
My
about three in the
LLC.
table.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. All right, so morning routine or night owl?
I'm definitely a night owl.
Right.
I'm trying to have more of a morning routine. I feel like I'd be more successful if I had a better morning routine. I'm just a night owl, man. The energy is a lot more calm at night, so and just quiet. I can think better. So yeah, I would night owl, but I would like to be both.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the thing, to be the blade, like Wesley Snipes, where you can be the day walker and a vampire at the same time.
Yes, sir.
All right. So next question: biggest opportunity in the next 12 months. So what do you see as the biggest opportunity in the next 12 months?
Man, I feel like if people are not really taking advantage of this this AI age, they're gonna get left behind. For sure. So the biggest opportunity is learning the AI, trying to incorporate it in whatever you do, so you can have some sense of direction, of when to really how to operate these things, because they're definitely going to take over, and they're making our life a lot easier, man.
Right. Output is going to be much more tasking to you. So we could 10x, but it's going to be demanded to be 10x now, because you can do so much. Yes, all right. Sir. So what's the one biggest business mistake you never make again?
I will never doubt myself again. Kind of going back to that question that you asked me. What's the mistake you made that cost you the most? Is not starting early enough, right? I doubted myself way too much, man, and I'll never do that again. I believe in myself now, and I have been for a while now, and it feels good to finally be here. So just never doubt myself. That's it.
My mentor always used to say, work is life's greatest therapy, right? So if you got a purpose and you got something to work for, that gives you something to wake up for every morning. So if you can't sell yourself, then you can't sell anybody else. So you got to believe in what you're doing and keep putting one foot in front of the other, So even if it's in your mind, your home is your castle. That's your castle, you know what I'm saying? So build it and protect it, put moats around it and everything like that, So, but it's just everybody don't have to be on the same page, but as long as I'm living in my purpose, everything is worth living. I'm not trying to compare myself to others. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jay-Z said, I gave you the blueprint, right? You don't have to do it the way I did it. That's just the way that I did it. Everybody have their own journey.
Right.
Everybody else. Yes, sir.
Right. So what's one trend business owners should pay attention to right now?
Getting out of the ideal that you have to hire people to get a job done. Again, and then this AI stuff is crazy, man, and it's doing so much for us. And I think that definitely, if you have a big operation, sure, to remove yourself, you're going to need a team for sure. Right. But for a lot of the people who are starting off, you're thinking that, hey, I need to hire this people and hire that people, that person, and I need to have a guy for this or whatever. You don't. All right. Just go all in, put your best foot forward, and use your resources. And a lot of the resources are going to be those AIs that are available.
Gotcha. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Bro, you got this. You got this. Believe in yourself. Don't second guess. Trust your gut. Just any. I would take away any negative thoughts that I had on myself that delayed me from my purpose. Because we got to talk nice to ourselves, man. We talk a lot about pouring back into ourselves, and I think one of the most important parts is, recognize that we are a living organism, and just how you talk nice to flowers, you got to talk nice to yourself.
Right.
And I think a lot of us we miss that sometimes. It's maybe because, hey, you didn't have that, but now that you know better, you do better. So just talking nice to yourself.
Gotcha. All right. What's one belief you hold that most people disagree with?
That is different. I don't really have one for that one. I'm not really controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a scientist, so I will try almost anything just to kind of see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know. I really can answer that. Yeah, I really can answer that, man. I'll say, you know
all your
what?
business philosophies, most people agree with what you're doing.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
All your business philosophies, everybody agree with them, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, for one, I'm not trying to get shut down for anything, right? So
Right.
everything I do is pretty legal.
Right.
I do things pretty much by the book. So, any philosophy that I do is, well, I will say this, and this is kind of getting into one of the other things that I do, with government contracting. A lot of people really don't like the middleman approach. And I can get how it could, bite you in the butt, but it's working, and I think it's a good format to use, a good plan to use. So it's been working for me. It's worked for a lot of other people, but there is some pushback on the middleman approach for sure.
I got you. All right, let's go to the next one. What's the best investment you've ever made in yourself?
The best investment that I've made in myself was just being able to finally sit along and have a conversation just with myself, just with my own thoughts, just hearing myself for the first time, and I feel like I can finally hear that little voice in my head that's kind of starting to guide me. So just quietening things down, really, and just being more focused is really was just the best investment. Like I said, you have to invest back into yourself, man, because you are the product, right? So investing back into yourself is always gonna work out 10 times for you.
Right. Our mentor always used to say sometimes you got to take a step back in order to take 2 steps forward,
Yes, sir.
So just
Yes,
taking
sir.
that QT, right? In that quiet time.
Yes, sir.
What's one thing you're saying no to this year?
One thing that I'm saying no to is I would say, I would say allowing myself to be around people that is not beneficial.
Right.
I'm saying no to going to random places that that just don't serve me. No to maybe being out till 5 a.m, right, just because it's a random Saturday. Like we got business to do, right? We got stuff to get done. So but yeah, just taking my time back, reclaiming my time. Yes, sir.
Got you. All right. So next one, what habit has made you the most money?
What habit has made me the most money?
These questions are well thought out, right?
They are. And let me get me a charger real quick, man. I would say, man, the habit that made me the most money. The habit that made me the most money. It's got to be something to where it's like a rinse and repeat type of deal. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something that's with trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trading is super boring. You know, it's one of the other things that I do, and it's a skill that you look for the same thing every time, right? So that's something I feel like I can rinse and repeat with, and it really has been beneficial for me. You know, when I think I met you, I was just working on just one account. You know, I think I was just only doing like paper trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm doing a little bit more than just paper trading, and I
Mm-hmm.
also have like two other brokerage accounts too, right?
Right.
People have like a lot more, for whatever reason, but um, that has really changed my life, and I'm glad I learned that skill.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's probably what has made me the most money, for
Gotcha.
sure.
Gotcha. All right. Who has influenced your business journey the most?
Um, I know people want to say, like these big business people, man, but
Mm-hmm.
um, for me, it's been my son. I really uh want to have a platform for him,
Mm-hmm.
and be able to present him resources that I didn't have, right?
Right. Right.
So I would definitely say him. He definitely put a fire under me, because before him, it was just, I'm just here doing whatever as long as I can have enough money for a burger tomorrow. I'll be all
Right.
right, and save some
Right.
gas to go to the next spot. But um,
Changes your
you know,
priorities.
yeah, for sure, man. And
Right.
and I'm just not thinking about tomorrow or like momentarily. I'm thinking, I'm playing chess now, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking 5, 10 moves ahead,
Right.
So I would definitely just say him for sure. Plays a major
Absolutely.
part.
All right. Last rapid fire question. One word that describes your success.
Failure,
All right.
failure.
All right. Elaborate on
Um,
that.
Man, I tried so much, man. I tried so
Right.
many things. And some of the things I was even successful at just a little bit, but it still wasn't my thing. That wasn't, you know, my journey, right?
Mhm.
MJ did it. A lot of the people, I think I made a post that the other day. Tupac made like 501 songs, but
Mhm.
only two were really, you know, most popular, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I think, like I say, yeah, having failure teaches you success, because if you're not if you're not a quitter and you really want the success, you're gonna go get it,
Right.
and that's where the real beast is made, that real monster,
Mhm.
that we all want to be. That's all inside of our heads. But if you fail something and you be like, man, okay, I'm kind of just done with it. You probably this ain't for you.
Right.
You're probably safe at a 9 to 5.
Right. Get a W
That's
two right
probably
now.
something, yeah, because
Yeah.
we all know those people, man. Entrepreneurship or ownership is just not for them.
Right. Right.
Um, so yeah,
Right.
failure for sure.
Yep. I think Royce the 5'9" said I handle my failures way more than way better than I've ever handled my success. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Some people learn through fire. That's what they, that's what it is. So, all right. So I definitely appreciate you coming on. Let's go ahead one more time. Run through how they can find you. Your website. Go ahead, explain to the community how they can find you.
Yeah. Again, Arthur Evans, man. You can find me at Vimarco. That's VIRMARKCO.com.
Mhm.
You can also email me at arthur@vermarco.com as well. That's going to go directly to my business email, or just give me a call, 832-818-7168. I'm always available, open to talk. Let's just if we're talking, let's talk about going further, about advancement, right? Not just a chit chat, but I'm always open, always available, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to you guys soon.
Gotcha. And like I said, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. And like I said, if anybody wants to get on the Power of Ownership podcast, they want to be interviewed, just contact us, DM me, or you can contact me at my phone number here, 832-775-8357. So if you want to get on the Power of Ownership podcast, if you're a business owner, solopreneur, so on and so forth. So with that, we're going to see y'all next week. Say peace.
Peace.
Take ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls. Take ownership of your problems. And then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. And when a team takes ownership of its problems, the problems get solved. And that is true on the battlefield, it is true in business, and it is true in life.